Hey everyone, Swollen here, and I'm on my long run. Just taking a little walking break. The goal is 3 hours of moving time today, and then later I'll go get in a leg workout, do some abs. But I wanted to talk about two things, and the first thing is how I fuel my long runs. So I'll use this right here. It's a carbohydrate electrolyte drink mix that I make myself. And if you're familiar with trail runs or long running in Japan, you'll realize how expensive this kind of drink mix is to buy commercially. So something like Tailwind is anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 yen, or like 100 USD. And it's about 200 yen for every 100 calories. This stuff right here, it's pretty much the exact same stuff. You can control like how many electrolytes you want. Maybe you want more, maybe you want less. But it costs about 16 to 17 yen for every 100 calories. Wow, it's beautiful. Anyways, I put together a recipe, so I hope you enjoy it. So this is how I make my carbohydrate and electrolyte drink mix. It only costs about 16 yen for every 100 calories, which is a lot cheaper compared to the Tailwind that you can find in Japan, which is about 200 yen for every 100 calories. And this also has a lot more electrolytes than Tailwind does. So how do I make it? Well, first thing is regular sugar. Now this is pretty cheap. I just get it at Seiyu. Next thing is glucose. So you can buy this on Amazon. It's a monstrosity. And what I like to do is a 2-to-1 ratio of glucose and sucrose. So you'll get basically one part this, and then you have your 2-to-1 ratio, because this is half glucose, half sucrose, and this is all glucose. There is another option. Instead of pure glucose, you can get maltodextrin, which is like a long chain glucose, but I find this works well enough for me. So yeah, and then last is this. This is probably the thing that will change the most in your own recipe. I got this on sale for like 700 yen. It's usually about 2,000, but it's always on sale at least once or twice a year on iHerb. And unfortunately, when I bought this, they only had grape on sale at the time. So I bought like 7 things of grape, and then the next day they had all the other flavors. So I will be stuck with grape for a while, but that's all right. So 1 scoop has this ratio of electrolytes, and yeah. So I will use this 500 milliliter soft flask, and I find anywhere from 60 to 90 grams of carbohydrates is good for this bottle. Today, it's afternoon. I think I'll go with 30 grams of each. I'll give. Wow. That's okay. That's pretty good. And then this, which is a little bit more bothersome, but not too bad. All right, let's not spill this all over. We want 60. Halfway there. 1 more. Yep, and we spilled it all over. All right, 62. So 32 grams. So that's 30 grams of the plain sugar, and then 32 grams, well, close enough, for the glucose. So there's our 2-to-1 ratio of sucrose, glucose. And then the next thing is our electrolytes. I'll just do, I usually, if it's going to be hot, I'll use a full scoop, but I don't think I need a full scoop today. So I'll just use about half. Don't need to measure it, just use a scoop. And there we go. It's a lot easier to put it in something that's wide mouth like this, and then you shake it up, put the cap on, and pour it into here, than it is to try to do all that in this thing. This mouth is tiny. So I'm gonna put some water in this. So we shook it up. Now we just gotta pour this in here. Oh, you know, I've been drinking this grape flavor for like 3 months now. Haven't got sick of it yet. But I do wish I could have gotten the other flavors too. Alright. This is my super cheap, super delicious, pretty effective carbohydrate and electrolyte mix. And let's get back to the run. So yeah, that's my recipe. If you have any advice or tips or any questions, leave a comment below. And the second thing I want to talk about is the FKT that I'm planning to trying to run. And that's the Diamond Trail in Osaka/Nara. I'm pretty excited about it. It's gonna be my first FKT attempt. And it's about 50 kilometers and 3,300 meters of elevation gain total, which is about 11,000 feet, I think. And it'll also be the biggest elevation day I've ever done. I've done about, I think, 2,600 meters of elevation gain in one day. But I've done like two or 3 days of that, but never 3,300 meters in one day. So that'll probably be the toughest part about it. And my A goal is 8 hours. I've only been running for about 6 months consistently. You know, I've been coaching track and running clubs here, and I've been running with my athletes a little bit, but never consistently like I have the last 6 months. I hope if you watch this video that you get inspired to do some running here in Japan, because there's some really amazing trails here, and I think the running community here is pretty competitive, but FKTs aren't really that big here yet. So it's your chance to put some in. And I do have some more FKTs planned, and I do have some more FKTs planned for the year. So if you're interested in following me, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep uploading new content about running, working out, Japan life, all that stuff. So please enjoy.